Hi everyone, my name is Jaleese and this is Infinite Modesty Design. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for those who will be watching me live, and of course those who will be watching the replay. Thank you so much. I just want to let you know about us. So if you have never interacted with us before, we are at Toronto Sewing and Fashion Studio. Our goal, our desire is to build your skills in the area of sewing and fashion currently online. We offer various different classes, and of course we have classes for beginners if you have never touched the sewing machine before, or if you are an experienced sewer and you pretty much want to step up your level in the area of sewing and fashion. You want to start making clothes not just for yourself, for others as well. We do offer various different classes. I want to thank you guys so very much for all your support. So whether liking my page, sharing my page, telling someone about us, taking our classes, whether free or paid classes, I am so very thankful. One thing I want to start with, I also love sewing, but one of my passion is sharing the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ, He died for the sin of mankind, of you and me. And our goal, our existence here on earth is to get to know Him at least before we die. And when I say at least, you don't want to die without getting to know Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. I get to know Him in a personal sense. I wanted to know if this man Jesus was real, and I decided to ask in a profound way. And when I say in a profound way, it was a lot of crazy thing that was happening to me, and I really wanted to know if this God was real, and He did prove Himself to me. So that's where my passion starts. All right, so I do have a few things for us tonight. One of the main thing I want to talk about my classes, but I also want to do something I'm excited tonight. I'm going to take one of my clothing that I don't use anymore, and we're going to actually make something out of that clothing tonight. I'm excited about that because I want to start doing that moving forward. I know sometimes when I have classes, whether it's free classes or paid classes, so now I would ask, okay, how many fabric do I buy? How many this? And so now we have so many things around the house. We could just rip up, instead of just throwing it out, we could rip off and eventually make something out of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So we're going to be doing laundry bag. It's as simple as it is. Trust me, it's a cool project you could do with one of your skirts, and I'll show you in a little bit. Now, for those who are, I know a few people, I think one person contacted me, and she was, she knew I have a skirt class, but she wanted a beginner's class. Yes, we do have beginner's class. I have people that is more than have used the sewing machine before, so they may not want to take my beginner's class, but just wanted to actually do a skirt project. So that's why I have the skirt project on. But in our beginners class, we do offer various different projects in the beginners class, which actually is starting very soon. In our beginners class, we have a gather skirt making class. So we have a gather skirt. We sew a gather skirt in the beginners class. And the beginners class actually starting sometime, where are we, in April, in May. You learn a zipper. You learn zipper in the beginners class. So the beginners class, you learn zippers in the beginners class, right? You learn the opportunities to make zipper. You learn a bag in the class, a really nice bag. You could actually put your stuff in it with pockets. I think we have the pockets. Yeah, we have pockets in the. Oh, it's a double-sided bag, so you could use the bag both ways. So that is for our beginners class. So you learn this. If you have no clue of sewing, guys, no problem at all. We teach you from ground zero. We recently added to our beginners class our gather skirt making class. So you see me have that skirt. There's a standalone class for the skirt only, and the standalone class, actually the price would go up very soon. But in our beginners class, you could actually make this skirt, make this pouch, and also make this bag while learning the sewing machine, while learning about needles, threads, and so many different things in the beginners class. One of the machines we do recommend, because people would contact me and ask me, okay, what machine should I buy? This is one of the machines we do recommend. It's a Singer heavy duty brand. And I really do love this machine. This is the machine I actually use for my beginners. if you're in my studio, like sewing studio. But right now we transition for online. I would, if anyone want to buy a machine like that, is a Singer Heavy Duty 4452 or 4411 or 4423 or 4432. Either of one would be fine. And I would drop a link maybe in one of my lives on our website where you could actually get, because I do have a recommended website resource that I put together where you could actually look at the different features the machine has. All right. Yeah, so that is for our beginners class. For our skirt only class now, you can make a skirt. Right now the class is only $100 Canadian plus tax, so like 113 Canadian. And when you get to make this skirt, is about 3 days class. So we come the first day, we come the second day, and the third day we could actually decide if we want to come bam bam, or if we want to keep another day to ensure that my students get maximum benefit of learning this class. So this is for just a 3 days class, and it's a very cool class. I have quite a bit of students take the class and really enjoy the class. You make it with pockets. Okay, and then the last class I want to talk about is our advanced dressmaking class. So if anyone interested in taking off any of our beginners class online, we would have an information session right after this live, and then you could actually come on Zoom and find out more. So we have our advanced class, and this is some of the project we did this week. Our advanced class is really intense. So if you really want to go higher, so if anybody can see the back of me here, this is some of the things we did in our advanced class. I just want to show you guys some of the things we did. Our students, we get to understand terminology, lots of terminology to understand. Get to understand maths. I'm not a great mathematician, but for going advanced, you have to at least know, 1 and 1 make 2. 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's the thing we did in our advanced class. If anyone interested in our class, and our advanced class is actually great benefit, because you actually get to make clothes not just for yourself without buying a commercial pattern. Also, you get to make clothes for others as well if you actually want to go into that business. And one advantage we have for taking our advanced class, we give you all our professional patterns, because our goal is not you take a class and sit down. So this is our professional pattern that we will give to you, download from our website. Okay, so on our website we have blouse pattern, we have skirt pattern, we have sleeve pattern, we have pants pattern. We are giving them absolutely free once you sign up for our advanced dressmaking class. Okay, so that's for those who know how to sew and want to step up the level and make clothing itself instead of buying. The advantage of taking sewing classes itself, guys, you would save so much money. Sometimes you have to do an investment upfront, and that's fine. You would see the maximum benefit after you invest in yourself, the amount of money you'll be saving by doing it yourself, right? So that's one of the 3 things I want to talk about for our classes tonight. I just want to kind of put it out there to let you guys know about our classes. So if anyone joining me live for the first time, you could just say hi. Just say hi and drop your name in the chat. If you also on my Facebook page, kindly help me share this live. It would actually help me quite a bit. So thank you, Angie, for joining me. Anna, Kevina, thank you for joining me. And for everyone who's joining me, thank you very much. Totally appreciate it. So I would have a little music in the background. Okay, so what I want to do here tonight, I actually want to ask some questions. We're going to be asking some questions. And then I want to, because I'm planning to come up with, of course, with a membership site where you actually do a lot of projects. But what I want is that I want us to use the resource that we have in our house. So I'm just going to show you guys this here. So this is a skirt I made long time ago. Long time ago. Right? This is a skirt I made a long time ago. And I don't really use it much again. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a bag with it. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. So this is a skirt. This is the zipper part here. I think I pulled the zipper out just, to make sure the zipper is somewhere here. I pulled the zipper out of the skirt. And I'm going to cut the skirt live. I want to do that to show you that sewing is fun. And you could do so many different things with, scraps of fabric. Like this is a full skirt that, I could easily just put it away and or put it in you know, Salvation Army or something. But I could also use it and recreate into something excited. So that's what we're gonna actually do tonight. Okay? So I am gonna actually, the reason why I do this, I could actually cut it before, but I decided, you know what, let me just come live, cut it out, sew it out, and make it a little bit more fun. So let me just grab, I'm just gonna grab my sewing machine thing here. But this is a skirt, full skirt. I just decided I'm gonna recycle it. So let me just start my machine actually. And also we have lots of free fabric, still have a lot of free fabric to give away. And we also have zipper, which I'll talk about more. But let me get started with this skirt. We have, so if anyone joining me tonight, we want to have some question and answer. I'm not able to see the chat here. Hold on, let me see here. So some of the chat, I'm not really using my phone, so one of my phone I'm not using, so I'm not seeing any chat. If anyone is in the chat, I'm not even seeing anything. Okay, so let me see here. Okay. All right. Okay, so we do have blouse classes as well. I see someone was asking this question. We do have an information session. The information session is going to be right after this class. So for those who have Zoom and you want to log on right after this live, our Zoom login is 860-7912-3013. So I'm going to repeat it again throughout this live. So if anyone wants to find out any about our information session, anything about our classes, we do have an information session right after this live. Good evening, Kevina. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Belinda. Thanks for joining me, girl. So our Zoom link is 860-7912-3013. If anyone want to find out anything about our beginners classes, in skirt only classes, private classes, or advanced classes, we are more than happy to help you out. So hello, Natasha. Thanks for joining me. All right. So guys, we're gonna be making a bag. A laundry bag. So it doesn't sound fancy, but it is a bag that we're going to be making, and it's actually going to come out, I think, going to be really, really cool to make a bag like that. So I'm using just one of my skirts here. So I'm using my skirt, one of my skirts that I don't need anymore. I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to put it together to make a bag. Okay, so if you're joining me live, just let me know where you are joining me from. Say hi. I also have a free sewing pattern as well to give away with some free fabric for those who are interested in getting some free fabric. So I'm just going to cut the waistband out from the skirt here. Just going to cut it out randomly across, and then we'll take it from there. So if anyone have any concern or any question about our classes, we do have an information session after. But for those who are watching me live, I want to ask a question. I don't know if anyone knows the difference between knit fabric and woven fabric. Maybe I'll just take off the music. All right, so I took off the music. Okay, so this was a little gather skirt I have. So it's a long skirt now. It's a broad piece of fabric now. And then we are going to be making a fabric, a bag, right? Instead of throwing this skirt away, I'm going to use the hem part as my starting point. Okay. So what I am going to do now, take this part here. There's a part in this here I'm going to cut out. And also I have some straps for the bag. So I have some strap here. So this is some straps I have. So let me just tell you the measurement for the strap, just in case you guys want to do this at home if you like the end result, of course. So I have two straps, well, just over 60, maybe let's say 65, 70 inches long. So two straps. You could actually make your own straps. I just make this from some of the fabric I have here. So I have two straps here, which I'm going to just put around my neck. And then I have two handles. So two handles for the bag. So again, we're making a laundry bag. Okay. And I'm using just my old skirt, to be honest with you guys. So I'm just going to actually make it very easy for us. It's going to be actually a big thing because it was a gathered skirt and I pulled it out. So let me just try to trim it out here. And again, for those who joining me live, if you know the difference between say hi, you could just tell us say hi if you're joining me live. If you are on my Facebook page, kindly help me share the live. So let me just kind of show you what I'm doing here. Down what I'm doing here so you can see my hand movement. Okay. So if you're on my Facebook page, kindly help me share this live. So I'm just going to rip this apart. So I'm just going to put this aside. This could actually make something else eventually. So I'm just going to use this white part of my skirt here. All right. Just use this white part of my skirt here. And what I'm going to do, so I'm not going to touch the sides. However, I'm going to be making a hole here. So I'll make a little hole because I have the hemming part of the skirt. I'm going to use the hemming part of the skirt in order to make my loop, and you would see what I'm doing in a bit. So this is my skirt here. Now every time you cut your skirt out, because I cut some part of the seam, you need to actually do a back stitch to seal the seam. So let me see if I could actually find my seam. Oh, actually, you know what? That's the cool thing. It was just a one-piece skirt. So this is my seam here. Because I cut it through, the seam going to pull out. So for those who are familiar with back stitching, I would want to go ahead and do a back stitch here, of course, to secure. So I'm going to go on my machine now and do the back stitching. Okay, so if you're joining me live, say hello. Just say you're joining me live from Toronto, joining me live from wherever. That would be nice. And also, we have a question. And the question is, do you know the difference between woven fabric and knit fabric? What do you know about woven fabric? What do you know about knit fabric? So you can just write it in the chat. I know this is woven fabric, this is knit fabric. If you don't know, just say I don't know. That's perfectly fine. Anything you know about woven fabric? What do you know about woven fabric? What do you know about knit fabric? So tell us in the chat. Okay, so for those who are joining me live, kindly help me share this video. I am doing a recycle laundry bag. I just cut my skirt, and then the seam, I'm just sealing up the seams here, and then we're gonna get started. So I'm just gonna put this here so everyone can see what I'm doing. So I'm just sealing up the seams. That's all I'm doing here. All right, because I had opened that part. Okay, so I may have different color thread. Don't mind the color thread I have. All right. Hello, my darling Patricia. I'm fine. Oh, thank you for joining me, dear. Thank you so very much. Okay, so I am just making a little bag here, a little laundry bag from one of my old clothing. All right, so this is going to be a big bag, I think, but this is going to be a cool bag. So what I'm going to do here now, was one piece, so we have one seam, so which was cool. I'm just going to turn this wrong sides facing me. Okay, I'm getting confused here. Okay, so wrong sides facing me because all the sides look the same anyway. So I'm going to do wrong sides facing me, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to seal the mouth here. So this is my hem part. I'm going to leave the hem, and this is my mouth here. I'm going to just go ahead and put it here. Okay, thank you, Natasha. So knit fabric is stretchy. All right, and oh, sorry about that, dear. Okay, so that's good. So no worries here. I'm just doing a little simple, quick live anyway. We're going to be having a membership class coming up where we do all sort of projects. And the goal is that I want people to start using some of the scrap item in order to make clothing. So I'm just going to sew the mouth that I cut. So I'm gonna sew it through here. I'm gonna make a long sewing. So this machine is the machine I recommend for those who want to take our classes. It's a Singer Heavy Duty 44 brand. So Natasha give us an answer here. For anyone know what is the difference between stretchy fabric, knit fabric and woven fabric? And if you don't know, that's fine. If you are joining us for the first time, just say hi in the chat and where you're joining us from. That would be nice. Okay. So I'm just trying to seal this part. Okay. So I've just sewed the bottom. So that's the bottom I cut. Actually, this is the bottom. This is the hemming part. But I'm going to use it for the mouth of the bag. So I've cut this part. Now, if I want, I could actually go ahead and square the inside to make it more, you know, tailored. But it's all good. So what I'm going to do here now, guys, I'm going to turn this inside out. Turn this inside out. Okay, and then I'm going to use my seam ripper. So anyone else know what is the difference between a knit fabric and woven and knit? Anyone at all? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a 1-inch opening here. 1 inch, because I have a big hem actually here. So I'm just going to go all the way around 1 inch and then I'm going to open it. So you're going to hear me sewing down now. So I'm trying to make a mouthpiece and I'm going to explain it in a little bit. Just explain. So as Natasha said, for those who so knit fabric, so when you determine your fabric itself, for your knit fabric, you do have a bit of a stretch. You do have maximum stretch in your knit fabric. Your woven fabric is more, you have grain lines. I don't know if anyone ever heard of grain lines. You would have your lengthwise grain and your crosswise grain. So that will determine your woven fabric compared to your knit fabric. Knit fabric would be more jersey, for instance, stretchy fabric, stretchy jersey. We do have cotton knit as well. Different type of knit fabric, but you would determine, you would differentiate knit fabric from woven fabric because woven fabric has your grain, your lines. Knit fabric has courses and ribs, so it's stretch. It's more of a stretchy fabric itself. So thank you, Natasha, for that. All right. So guys, we do have zipper, but I really want to get to show you the bag that we actually make live. And the reason why I'm doing this, I want us to kind of also, Patricia did answer. So she said knit fabric is fabric made from knitting, and woven fabric is fabric made from several yarns or 2 or more thread. Excellent. Wonderfully well said. So yes, so we have 2 different explanation here, and very well said, Natasha. Very well. Thank you for that, Natasha, and thank you for that, Patricia. All right, excellent. Okay. So thank you so much for everyone who joined me live. Sorry, my thing is shaking there. Oh my goodness. Let me try to go slower. Now, for this here, I'm going to go all the way around and seal, and then I'm going to make an opening with my seam ripper. Because I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just using my my recycle just to make something so I don't throw my skirt out. So I'm just hoping, because everything looks dark here. All right. And for anyone who's interested in our classes in general, we do have an information session right after this live. So I see someone had put, I want to make, so Sadie, you want to make blouse, okay? We do have classes coming up, so many different classes coming up, but we could actually jump on a Zoom right after. I'm going to give you guys the link. Also have the link somewhere. So for those who joining us again, kindly say hi, say where you're from. You tell us where you're connecting with us from. We are making recycle laundry bag with one of my old skirts. Yeah, so one of my old skirts I'm not using anymore. I decided to make a bag. So Belinda, no, okay, awesome. At least you be honest, wonderful. All right, good stuff. Okay. Belinda, yeah, Belinda. Thank you, Belinda. Okay, guys, so for those who are watching me from the beginning, I've cut the skirt, right? Then I seal the bottom, right? So I seal the bottom of the skirt. Then this was the hem part. And the good thing is that I have white thread here so you could actually see. So in the hemming part, I make a 1-inch full seam allowance because my hemming actually, I put a lot of hem. I put maybe, I don't know, it was this, I had a lot of hem. Let me see if I have my tape measurement with me. My hemming was like really, really big. So I don't need all that. Yeah, my hemming was like almost 3.5. Sometimes I think of, you know, if the skirt is too short or I don't know. I don't know why I put this so many hem. But anyway, so I just make a 1-inch, 1-inch now spacing here. So 1 inch seams here. I did a 1-inch here. So I'm gonna, and this I want it for my loop. So I am gonna take my seam ripper because again, this is usable. This is just recycle, guys. So this is not something I'm making for the first time. This is my skirt I took, and I'm just gonna put a hole here. I'm just gonna put a nice little hole here in my hemming here because it was sealed. I just need a tiny hole. That's all. I don't need anything fancy, anything much. So I put a hole here, and the goal of the hole is to ensure that my pin could go through. Okay, so I'm hoping everything, I just realized, I'm hoping everything gonna fit nicely too, or I'm hoping this doesn't give me any trouble. Because I make some big loop, because I'm gonna be putting loop through it. Let me just take everything off from me here. So I have loop 2 piece for my loop, and I have another piece here. I hope I don't lose it. The worst thing is to lose thing when you're doing a live. Okay, let me just make sure I have it here. So this is my strap here for my bag. So I'm gonna measure in one of my straps. I can't find the other one. I'm pretty sure I'll find it in a little bit. Okay, so this is my bag here. So I have my bag already here. I'm gonna make measurement here, and I'm gonna add my straps. Okay. So I think this bag is big. I'm just gonna average it. So I'm just gonna average maybe, I don't know, 10, 12. Yeah, probably I'll just come in 12 inches on both sides and I'll explain. 12 inches out, and sorry guys, I just realized, right. So 12 inches out and about 5 inches down. Yeah. 5 or 6 inches down. So let's put it 6 inches down. So I'm just putting on my straps here. So I am gonna fit in my straps, and for my straps now I'll tell you the measurement in a little bit. So I'll come from the edge of my supposed seam. You're gonna be 12 inches down. Yeah, so 13. So 13 inches, all right, and then 5 inches down. So I need 2 straps, right? Because I want to actually make the bag have a handle. So my 2 straps, the strap measurement, I think I made measurement of, my strap measurement was 30. So the fabric is 30. So it was 2 straps, 30 by 2.5 width. So the length was 30, the width was 2.5. Let me just see if I get, okay, the other piece was just really hiding. So the length was 30, the width was 2.5 for my straps, okay? Hey Vanessa, thanks for joining me. Hey Victoria. Diamond, thank you. Christine, Kevin, thank you for joining me. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. All right, so if anyone joined me for the first time, you could say hi, where you're connecting us from, and if you could kindly help us to share this live, that would be nice. So I'm just going to push the machine aside here to see if I have space, because this is a very broad bag here. So I think I come in 13 inches. 13 inches. 13, yeah, 13 inches is good. So 13 inches and then 5 inches down. Okay. All right, so this is just a strap here for the bag here. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And before I sew, I'm going to actually show it to you. Put it up to show it to you. So I'm going to do the same measurement. And this, guys, I'm just recycling my skirt and we're making a bag. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're making a laundry bag, but it's a big laundry bag. You know, sometimes you go buy those bags in the store, a laundry bag. This is just a skirt I've been using and I decided I don't want it anymore. Instead of trashing it out, I save land space, right? There you go. You just use what you have and then you recycle it. So the strap was 30-inch long by 2.5-inch wide, and then I sew it down. I sew it down to make sure that I have everything keep falling. My everything just keep falling. Okay, so that's it when you're having a live, and I'm just trying to do that live as live can be. So 5 inches down. So 5 inches down, 13 inches. Oh no, this doesn't go 13 inches. I want to make sure it's 13 inches on the button. On the button, 13 inches. 13 inches. Yeah, no. Gotta be 13 inches. Okay. Just making sure I get my measurement right. So when the back comes, it doesn't twist. And I'm trying to do it rush too. So yeah. Okay, so thank you for answering. For those who answer the difference between knit fabric and woven fabric. Excellent answer. So I have a next question now. If I'm doing a bag and the bag is leather, let's say it's a leather bag, right? Or maybe I'll be selling a nice fancy leather bag. And of course I want customers to buy my bag, right? What needle size do I use to make this bag? So what needle size do I use to make this bag? So anyone joining us for the first time? Oh, you love the dress and the mannequin? Yes, Miss V. It is a nice dress. All right, so let me make sure I have 13 inches in. You know what? I'm just gonna follow the other one because this, I think because this is not okay. So I'm gonna just follow the other one where I feel it, and I think I'm good there. All right, good stuff. So at least when I finish the bag here. Okay. So thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so if I'm making a fancy bag now, not a fabric bag, what needle size do I use? That's what I want to know. See if anyone is in the chat here. So hi, Debbie Rose. Thank you very much. I love your work. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna bring this up. This bag is not finished yet, but I'm just gonna show you where I am so far. So for that, I can stand up here. So this is just a fabric laundry bag, guys. It's a skirt I had. And now I'm going to make a little strap to kind of hold it. And then I'm not finished yet. There's still more to go. Okay? There's still more to go. So I am going to sew it down now. I'm going to sew the strap down now. And then there's one more to actually go. There's one more thing to do before the bag is done. But the bag is almost done. And what I use to make this fabric laundry bag, I use denim needle. Fantastic. Thank you for that, Natasha. So do you know the needle size, Natasha? But that is definitely for sure. So the question I ask now is, if you are making a leather bag, what size needle do I use for the leather bag? I'm making a leather bag. What size needle do I use? All right, so I'm just going to sew down the strap now. The bag is almost done. So thank you, Empress. Thank you. The skirt looks so nice on the mannequin. Yeah, we have that for, we also have skirt on sale as well, guys. So if anyone wants custom-made skirt, you're more than free, because I've been getting people asking me all the time and I declining. So, but we are having a class for those who are interested. We're having a class coming up. It's to make this gather skirt. And if you are a beginner and you have no clue of sewing, we recommend getting a machine similar like what we have here. And we teach you how to make this skirt online. If you're a person who says, no, I don't want to learn online, I just want you to make the skirt, we do that as well, of course. So different sizes. You just tell us your waist measurement, and then we sew the skirt according to your okay. So you could actually do more stitching here, but I just want to tuck it down to make the sewing a little bit quicker for you guys to see how the end result is. Okay, but you could always go ahead because remember, so you're making a bag. The stronger the strap is better for you. I just want to make sure that it's tucked in nicely so you could have an idea. So Stacy, if you give us your waist measurement, it's actually work even more ideally for us. So if you know your waist measurement nicely, although I could still go with a size 14 measurement, but if you give me a waist measurement, tailored is even easier. But again, if you want to learn to make this skirt, we have the class online. We actually starting, I think not next Friday, the following Friday. Following Thursday and Friday, we'll be having a class. And also we have a beginner's class. So for those who are interested in our beginner's class, so I am just sewing everything down now. Just sewing the strap down. I'm sewing this one down. And I'm just going to tuck it down. There's more points you could actually put to make the strap stronger and more durable. But I just want to make sure that it's sewn for this live and you have an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay? So that's the actual goal. Okay, let's try to make this as quick as possible. So if you're sewing, for the question of the day right now, if you have a leather bag, so I see someone answer. Vanessa, size 10 needle. You're sewing a leather bag. Okay, thanks for answering. So you're sewing a leather bag, guys. Okay, so I'm seeing some answers, so I'm just going to wait till I get more answers. So you're sewing a couture leather bag. And you want to make sure that customer, when she get that bag, she don't do one pull and the bag just rip out. You don't want that. So you want to know what needle. And also I have another question, of course, with what thread. So if you know what needle and what thread, even more appetizing. But I see someone have the answer, which is nice. So if anyone have... Oh, so Stacy, you answered the question. I didn't even realize you answered. So Star Candy, sorry, I didn't realize you answered the question. Okay. All right. Okay, so one side of my bag is sewn. Let me just do the other side so I could get this wrapped up. I want to make sure I finish this plumb. So I'm just tucking the other side of the strap. Okay, so this side is done. Let me just jump to the bottom side here. So for those who joining me live and have no clue what I'm doing, I'm actually making a laundry bag. You could actually be buying laundry bag and you could just make it out of your old clothes. So out of one of my old skirts. So everything doesn't come out that neat. It's all good. All right. Let me see here. So this side is done. Okay, so Natasha says size 14. All right, fantastic. So so Vanessa says size 10. Okay, so size 10 might be a little bit too on the small size, Vanessa, but very good try. You want a more higher number needle because size 10 would be more like for like a finer fabric like silk fabric or satin fabric. Because the needle is more lightweight, so it more works with lightweight fabric. So if we're making a bag, it's a leather bag, we want actually a heavy needle size, and a size 18, yep, would go just fine. And because it's more like a heavyweight fabric, right? And also, what thread do you use? So Patricia said nylon thread, excellent. All right, so nylon thread, fantastic. Very good. So yeah, so guys, if you're using, let's say you're sewing leathers, anything that is leather or jeans, even jeans fabric, you know, jeans fabric could be very thick. You want to make sure that the fabric, the thread that you use is strong enough that you could maintain the weight, of course, of the project, right? So if you're sewing a leather bag, for instance, that was my question here. You want to make sure you want to have a strong thread, like a nylon thread. So thanks to Patricia for answering that. So nylon thread is a very good answer. And also you want to have a high number needle. So needle 18 is very, very good as well. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining me. If you're joining me for the first time, say hi. Kindly help us share our Facebook page. All right. What we are doing right now is just sewing a laundry bag from one of my old skirts. So let me just do, there's one more point here. So my straps. So the straps, I have wrote it down here. My strap now is 60 by 2-inch width. So maybe another day I'll actually show you exactly how to make the strap. So the straps here I think I'm just going to put one strap instead of two straps because I have actually one side for the skirt and not two sides. So I'm just going to do one side is perfectly fine. So this is it here. My strap is 60 inches. I think I put more than 60, 65, 70 by about 2 inches, and then I fold it in and I make a strap. Now, if you don't have fabric to make a strap, you could actually use any straps itself, like any strap from, I don't know, from just buying a back strap from the store. I mean, you could actually do that as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my needle, my needle, yeah, my safety pin, and I'm going to push it through here. Okay, so nylon, yep, thank you, my dear. Push it here, and I am going to take another pin and push it through here. So what I'm going to do here now, I have an opening here in my skirt. So that's the inside here. This was my hemming part. This was my natural hem. And then I just make like a 1-inch space for my loop here, right? So I'm going to take my my pin here, and I'm going to pin one side of the skirt so when I'm pushing my loop through, I doesn't lose the other end. So I'm just going to pin one end of the skirt here. So I pin one end of the skirt here. Well, it's not my skirt anymore, it's my bag. Okay, so it's my bag. And then I have the other string here, and I'm going to actually push it through the loop because I did make a loop. And then we'll see how the final bag is. So let me hope that everything worked out fine for me here. I'm feeling a little tug here, so let me just open this. I'll just open this here so everything can come out nicely. Okay. All right, so let's hope I don't get any trouble. No trouble at all. I don't want any trouble. Okay, so I'm going to be pushing it down now. Pushing it down. Okay, so that's the final straw, guys. So let's hope everything works out nicely and the pin doesn't open halfway, because those things happen. All right. Oh, I'm happy, Belinda. So Belinda is actually one of my longtime students. If anyone noticed that there's a green skirt I've been posting in our Toronto group, that was Belinda. So she says, glad to join today. She learned a lot. Excellent. Okay, so I have another question, guys. Another question I have now. Is it necessary to have a dress form? Like you see, you've been seeing some dresses behind me, like some mannequin. In your sewing and fashion journey, do you think it's a must to have a dress form? Like, what do you think? And let's think beginners in mind. Now, people who have been sewing for a while, okay? Let's say you're a beginner and you say, oh my goodness, I have to start. I want a machine. I want this. I want that. Do you think a dress form is a necessity that you have to have it, or else you just cannot sew? So that's the question I'm asking here today. All right, so I've seen answers coming in. Thank you. Excellent. So for those who joining me live or those who watching me the replay, thank you. If you are joining me on my Facebook page, kindly help me share the live. We do have various different classes. We have beginners classes. Beginners class, in our beginners class, you'll make a skirt similar to what I have in the back of me, of course with your fabric. You would make a laptop bag. I do have a link in my Toronto group, which I will share across the board as well, where you could actually, we're also giving away a free pants sewing pattern as well. So you'll grab your free pants sewing pattern. The link is in my Toronto group. If you are in my Toronto group, actually, I'm going to copy it now and put it to my Facebook page. Yeah, I'm just going to copy and put to my Facebook page. We do have a free pants sewing pattern that we are giving away. Oh. So, hey, Deba. Thank you for joining me. Deba, thank you for joining me. Sure, we'll be doing that, of course. So we do all these things. It depends on what class you take, but I know you were interested in the beginner's class. So we will be doing that as well for sure. So someone asked me about taking body measurement. Absolutely. So I am going to drop in the chat on my Facebook page, I think. So Patricia said no. So the question I have here. So I'm dropping something in the chat here. And for those who are interested in joining us for the Zoom, I'm going to give you the Zoom link in a bit to find out more about our classes. We do have a free pan sewing pattern, complementing for those who are taking our beginners class. And if you're not taking our beginners class, you just want the free pattern, it's all good as well. But we do have a free pan sewing pattern to give away to our wonderful students who have been following us. And also we do have beginners class, and that's also a compliment to get signed up for the class as well. All right. So Natasha said, no, you don't. Belinda said it depends on the person. Okay. So Patricia said no. All right. So I'm just looking across my chat because I realize I have different. So I don't need one, but it helps. Okay. All right. So Natasha said it does help. So that is true. All right. So the question I asked, if you're a beginner, you're a full-time blown beginner, and you say, you know what, if I don't have this, I ain't going to do anything. It's like you're saying, if I don't have a sewing machine, hey, there's no sewing going on. Do you necessarily need a dress mannequin? So that's the question. So Patricia said, blunt out, no, of course. So hi for anyone who joined me on Instagram. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for waving to me. I appreciate you joining me. All right. So Natasha said it does help. And then Belinda says, Belinda, what did you say? Let me just move the chat here. It depends on the person. Okay, so that's all these answers are wonderful. They are great. But if you're starting off as a beginner, the reason why I ask this question, because I know sometimes when you really want to learn a skill, you will say, okay, you know what, you probably go on YouTube. They say you need this, you need that, you need all kind of something. It's not a necessity, okay? It's not like you have to, let me see here. You have to, it's not like a must, you have to have a dress mannequin. But it does help as you go along in your sewing. As you get more advanced in your sewing, you want to have this. You want to make sure, maybe you start having clients, someone see a skirt on you. They said, oh, girl, I want you to make this skirt. A mannequin does help you to actually, maybe your client is in wherever. You have a mannequin, you could just adjust the mannequin. And I suggest if anyone have to buy a mannequin, adjustable sewing mannequin is actually a really good place you could actually start there. Okay, but no, it's not a necessity to have a mannequin when you just starting your sewing journey. It's not a necessity like having needle and thread, because I wouldn't even say a machine is a have to. Absolutely not. You could start sewing with needle and thread. I have students who started with me with needle and thread, and they are in my advanced class, right? So the answer is no, it's not a necessity. All right, so great answers, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm almost at the final part of the bag here, so let me show you. So I'm just gonna tie the strap here. I could tie it both ways. I could tie it one way, but let me just tie it one way, and then I'm gonna double it here. I don't know what's wrong with my other thing here. I wasn't sure what's happening. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay. All right, so I'm not sure my beginner's group, I have no clue what happened actually. Okay, so this is the bag here. Let me just show you guys what's going on here. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna get some stuff and put in the bag because I want to show you guys what it looks like. Not sure what happened here. Okay, all right, so someone is joining us from Trinidad and Tobago. Hope to join soon for a refresher course. All right, excellent. I just put up my skirt here. Okay, thank you. Wonderful. All right. So guys, listen up here. I'm just going to show you this here. I'm not sure, one of my phone stopped, but I'm not even sure what's going on. Okay, so this is the bag here. Again, we make the bag out of my skirt. And that was the idea for me to actually show you guys. So what I'm going to do here, I tie the bag here. I'm going to also give it a tie here to make it a little bit stronger, so I don't lose the strap at all. Like at all. Okay. So this is your bag here, right? So I'm going to put some stuff in the bag, and So this is fabric I have to give away, guys. All these fabric here we have to give away, but I'm gonna just put them in the bag so you will see what I'm talking about. All this fabric in the bag. Oh, it cut off because I was wondering what's going on. My phone just cut off. I don't know what happened because my phone is fully charged. Okay, so let's say you have a big you have like a lot. You're like, well, there's more people have more children than me, of course, on the live. But all this fabric is fabric to give away, guys. But let me just show you what we just made. So sorry, Natasha, I don't know what happened. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what happened. Let me see if I can get back in the group. Not just for you, but for everyone else, because I see someone was because I know you know about my other page. Not everyone familiar with my other page. So let me see. I don't even know how to. Okay, let me go live here. Go back live. Because he had cut off. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing myself live again in that group. Okay. So this is the laundry. She said, girl, you have lots of laundry to do. Let me just take some fabric because I have so many fabric, guys. This is all fabric I'm going to pull out of the bag. But this is my laundry bag I just made. And I'm just going to put all this is free fabric. I have to give away. So this is it here. You have your laundry, right? You have your laundry bag and you want to go to do your clothing, right? Instead of going to Walmart or go over and buy a bag. And then you could just, this is how it is. You could pull your thing here. You want to just seal the bag. You know, you're finished drying. You just want to seal the bag. And then you put it again on your thing, right? So you make yourself a nice, fancy laundry bag. Guys, that's the beauty of sewing and fashion. You could take anything and make it into something totally transformable. All right, so this, like I said, this is not like a fancy couture bag we're making. This is a laundry bag we're making, right? You have your handle, your nice handle, your straps here. You make it strong. Again, for those who have connected with me live, this was a skirt, right? That I, instead of throwing the skirt out, I make it into a laundry bag. And it has so many space, instead of me buying a bag, it has so many space. When I'm going to the laundry, I could just put my dirty clothes in it, whatever the case may be. So that is my laundry bag, okay? So that's the beauty about sewing, guys. You could do so many different things once you have the skill, the craft of sewing and fashion. Okay, so I'm hoping this would, so all these here I want to do so many different crafts in our membership class that itself is coming up. The membership class itself is not released yet. I just have been talking about it. But once it's released, we'll connect on, every month we'll connect on Zoom, or we'll connect to whatever platform, talk about it. So it wouldn't be like a regular membership where you just get videos and no. We'll be coming together, connect, we'll be sewing together once a month. And of course it will be a membership class where I get the support as well. And we all grow together. So this is my laundry bag. Of course you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, and so on and so forth. Okay, you open your bag, you close your bag, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to know that you don't have to. Yeah, exactly. So know that you don't have to be going to Walmart and buy yourself a bag. You could actually just make one out of scrap and make it just fine. So for this one, I didn't have any definite measurement because it was just a skirt I used. If you want to make one, I think I have, I'm looking, I put the link somewhere. So if you want to make one, the measurement I have here, let me see if I get the paper. My paper get lost in translation there. Okay. So if you want to make a laundry bag, the measurement you got here, the straps. So for the straps itself, I'm gonna pull my bag up here. Okay. So for the bag strap here is 30 by 2.5, and then I fold it in nicely. So 30 by 2.5. I pretty much just make a strap, or you could actually just. So I pretty much fold it in and then I sew it in to make everything nice and sealed. Okay. So 30 by 2.5, and then the string here, the drawstring here, it was 60 by 2 inches, and again I fold it in. So I'm just going to show you. I just seal it down so everything would look neat and nice here. That's what I did for the straps. So I just fold in, I close in the 2 inches and I seal it down to make sure that I have a straps. And you could also use any string itself. You don't have to necessarily make a string. And then for the bag itself, if you want to make like a regular bag, you could make 27 inches wide by the length. It could be 54 inches. You could just get one long piece of fabric and then just close it in. You don't have to get 2 pieces of fabric. Like for this, I think I just had one. Yeah, it was 1 piece of fabric and I just closed the bottom. So 1 piece of fabric would be just fine for this bag as well. Okay. So the width is 27 inch. The length is 54. 1 long piece of fabric, and you close it up. You put your loop, you put a strap, and then you have a laundry bag. Okay. Okay, guys. So I want to also talk about so for anyone who is interested in our information session about our classes, what are beginners classes, we have our gather skirt making classes, we have our advanced classes where we teach our advanced class how to draft their own pattern from their body measurement or from the client's measurement, right? So this is the waistband. So that's what we've been, this is where we are in our beginners class right now. As we go along, I'll let you guys know, of course, how we progress in our beginners class. And if you want to find out more about our classes, you could definitely take our classes. In our beginners class, we have, so this was our advanced class I just showed. Our beginners class, we make a bag, we make a pouch, right, with a pocket, we make a skirt, and we also get to know the foundation of the sewing machine. We learn about different needles, different thread, different fabrics. That's what we do in our beginners class. Okay, so if you're interested in any of our class, you could join the Zoom information session. It's the Zoom link is 860-7912-3013. So I'll repeat, 860-7912-3013. You could join us on Zoom if you are interested to find out more about our classes or you have any questions in general. Now, lastly, before I go, I do have some free fabric. Now, to be qualified to get the free fabric, we have lots of zippers. And we $3 for a zipper if you want the zipper plus shipping. But if you want to buy at least $30 or more worth of zipper, then you get lots of free fabric. So I'm just going to show you some of the fabric we have here. Because people give me things all the time because I sew. But because of Corona, there's nothing I can really make project or make anything or go out and make bags for, you know, with community. I can't do that right now. So we have lots of free fabric. All we ask, we'll ship them out to you. Of course, you pay shipping. I think shipping is like, I think someone I ship it out, it was like $10, I think, for the shipping. $10 Canadian. All this is Canadian dollars. So we have lots of fabric. We're just gonna put them in the bag. We have a standard bag. I don't have the bag with me. Everything just get messed up. So many different pattern of fabric we have. All this fabric we will give away for free once you buy at least is the minimum $30 Canadian worth of zipper. So let me show you the length of some of the zipper. Some of them we have long, some of them we have medium. So this one is 15, and they are very strong, durable zippers. So this one is 15. I think this is 15 too. I think most of them I have. No, this one is about 16, 17, right? I have long ones. They are detached, so that means they could open, and this one is 19-inch zipper. So it's strong zipper we have. This is zipper you could actually put in the back of your dress, like the dress I have on, because sometimes you want a long zipper, right? You want like a 22-inch zipper. So this one is a 19-inch zipper, which is very, very good. I have some of them is 27-inch. All of them is $3 for one. Or if you buy $30 worth of, this one is 20-inch zipper, perfect for your dresses. Or if you buy at least $30 or more Canadian dollars worth of zipper, we'll package it in a bag. I don't even have the bag right now. I did have the bag, but probably get lost with all this stuff here. We'll package it with some free fabric. So let me show you some of the fabric here we have again. So some of them we have just nice pieces. right? And some of them, again, we have cut up pieces. Some of them we have in 1 yard. I cut it 2 yards, right? All these pieces you can make project. You can make bags. You can make this. You can make so many different things, right? So all these is pieces of fabric you could actually put together to make bags, to make purses, even to make skirts, right? Some of them come in 1 inch, 1 yard, right? So there's so many different fabric I have here, and I put together some nice pieces because I do have nice pieces. It's a lot of fabric. So anyone interested in fabric, definitely, if you're interested in some free fabric, so let me see I have here. So all this is like a soft fabric. I probably would cut it. So this would be more like a neat fabric. This one is a lot here. So this is a black. So there's so many different fabric. Let me just put it back in my laundry bag. Oh, there's so many different fabrics. This is a corduroy pieces here. So some of them is in pieces, some of them you can get it in yards. And if anyone have got fabric already from me, because I ship out some fabric already, or people come and pick up fabric, all depends on where they live. And then they buy the zipper, I put it in the package. So it's a win-win. You get free fabric, you buy zipper, at the end of the day you didn't lose anything because the zipper is only $3 for one. And there's zipper that you would buy maybe $10 in the store, right? If you go to Fabric Land, maybe $10 for a zipper, $8 for a zipper, $15, I don't know. Some of them are very expensive, so you'll be saving big time. Okay, I don't know if anyone have any question. Let me just look in the chat here. If anyone have any question. All right. So thank you for joining me, Christina from Trinidad and Tobago. All right, Natasha, thank you so much. I'm just gonna go into Toronto group here. I think someone had mentioned, I don't know if this computer giving me. Now it's slowed down. Okay, so I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, so thank you everyone. So where am I? Live. So Belinda, Natasha, thank you guys so much for your comments. Patricia, thank you so much for your comments and all your wonderful support. So if anyone want to find out about our upcoming classes, we do have a Zoom information session right after the live. Okay, you're here. All right. Diba, thank you for joining me. All right. Excellent. Okay. So for all who joined me, thank you. Kindly help me share the live. We do have various different classes coming up. We have our gather skirt making class and also our beginners class. So if you said, you know what, I'm not a beginner, this is the class for you. You want to start from probably making a skirt itself. But we do have blouse making class as well, but we do it with a sewing pattern. So if you're interested in our blouse class, you probably would need to come on Zoom and we'll explain a little bit more for the blouse class. It's with actually a sewing pattern. But one of the best class we have is actually the dressmaking class. The dressmaking class gives you maximum benefit, and when you look at the investment you would be investing, it would be like a big huge saving. People come to my beginners class in studio, pay like $500 for the class, and they learn from a sewing pattern. But when you take our advanced dressmaking class, we show you how to make the pattern. We show you how to make different styles from the pattern. And again, it's a maximum benefit, and you get all our sewing patterns. So this is some of the things our beginners make for those who've seen my screen here. If you're not seeing my screen, yeah, so this is what the beginners make. Excellent. Okay, guys, so I want to thank you guys so very much. Again, for those who want free fabric, you can come on Zoom to chat with me as well. We have zippers on sale, $30 or more worth of zipper, you get free fabric. And for those who are interested in any of our classes, our Zoom link is 860-7912-3013. Okay? So if you are interested, so thank you, Stacy. This was so good. You're welcome there. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. One thing I want to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you, and the goal is to get to know him as your personal Lord and Savior. I am so appreciative for everyone who have been supporting me. And I whether you support me, to like, to share, whether you are a sewing instructor like me and you're in my group, you're supporting me because at least you're a number in my group. So thank you guys so very much. And if you are joining me on live on Zoom right now, it's 860-7912-3013 for any of my sewing class information session. Have yourself a wonderful night, guys. Thank you guys so very much for joining me, and take care. Give this video a like or a thumbs up if you find value in this live. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.